Good evening, everybody. This is a message for a tarot reading, should I say, for tomorrow, for Wednesday, the 16th of March. If you watched yesterday's video, which was meant for today, if you listened carefully, you will remember that I was trying to remember a poem, and all I could remember was "come to the edge," and I remembered it as "come to the edge," they said. And I also said I will wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I will be able to recite that poem. Well, let me tell you, I did wake up at about 3:30 a.m, so not too far off, and I remembered the poem, and I believe it is called "Come to the Edge," and it's from a French poet called Guillaume Apollinaire, and I'm going to recite the poem, it's only short, while I am shuffling the cards. "Come to the edge," he said. "We can't. We're afraid," they responded. "Come to the edge," he said. "We can't. We will fall," they responded. "Come to the edge," he said. So they came, and he pushed them, and they flew. And I'm kicking myself, because if I'd have remembered that one, it would have fit beautifully with the cards that came out in the reading. "Come to the edge," he said. "Come to the edge." Well, I toppled myself off the edge the other day. And if you're on the edge of something new or something that has ended and you don't know what is next for you, you will fly, even though you may be pushed. And I'm getting a sense maybe people are feeling pushed out of maybe a job or a relationship or anything that you feel that you're being pushed out of, even pushed out of your home. It's a move. Whatever the move is, no matter how scary it is, it's a move that will give you wings. So hopefully it will be a quick video, because yesterday I kept saying it's going to be a quick video and it wasn't. It ended up not being a quick video. I am using the Lightseers Tarot again today, and I will be backing it up with a Wisdom of the Oracle. And I have the postcards from Spirit out. Let me show you the box. These are by Colette Baron Reid. I will see whether we are needing one of those today. So I've shuffled, I've cut the cards, okay. And we've got the Fool. We've got the Fool again. "Come to the edge," he said. And if your response is, "We can't, we're afraid," come to the edge, he said. "We can't, we will fall." Come to the edge, he said. And they did, and he pushed them, and they flew. Something new is here, and it's not just for me. Let's have another one. Surely we can't get the same cards as yesterday, not all the same cards as yesterday. Oh, and now we've got the King of Swords. King of Swords. The King of Swords can be a person. It can be a situation. And swords are about the realm of the mind, the intellect, discernment, strategies being put in place. And we've got some night creatures here. So we have a bat and an owl on the card. We have, it looks like a crow or a raven. That's a raven. Now ravens hang about round graveyards. So this to me is an ending, nighttime. What are your thoughts in the nighttime? What are your dreams in the nighttime? Is it when you are on your own that you are overthinking perhaps? Or is that the best time of day for you to actually get your mind straight? I think we need a clarifier for that King of Swords. Can we have a clarifier for that King of Swords? Why have we got nighttime symbolism? What have we got here? Three of Swords. This is fears, heartbreak. It could be, is someone about to have some sort of surgery? Swords are also about cutting. Threes. Is someone wondering whether to have a surgery or not? Because this is either being worried about starting anew, and the nighttime particularly is a time of the day where you find yourself overthinking, or this is some sort of surgery. Or is it that you are breaking your own heart with the thoughts in your head? So, right, I want another one, please. And we have the Four of Cups. This is disappointment. This is not seeing what is in front of you. This is not seeing opportunities. I think someone's stuck mentally on what they believe they have lost and is not seeing the opportunities, not seeing the upside to it, because it's not here yet. It's not clear where this is going. I want another one. Please, can I have another one for... I'd like another one, please, for the King of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is overthinking, over-strategizing, feeling upset by something that has gone, that is in the past. Has someone just all of a sudden lost a relationship? and is feeling downhearted, brokenhearted, lonely in the night time, and reminiscing about old times, but not seeing the potential for the future, because being released from a relationship, whether that is your decision or not, is a brand new start. And harping back to the old times is what is being stuck in your mind. You're replaying over and over and over again what it was like in the good old days. Things have changed. And there is opportunity ahead of you. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So we've got the King and the Queen of Swords. The King and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords can be a very diplomatic person. But when pushed, the Queen of Swords can be an absolute dragon. This is Libra. This is the card for Libra, and I'm a Libra, so I know that I can be sweetness and light, but if I am pushed over the edge, I can be an absolute nightmare. It's almost as like there's a lot of air in this relationship, and because there's a lot of air in the relationship, a lot of overthinking, tendency for anxiety, tendency to control, tending to want to control things, trying to keep things fair. There's an element of the ending of this relationship wasn't fair. But even though it wasn't fair, harping back on the old times is not helping you at all. Can we have a clarifying card for the Four of Swords? Four of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. So, the opportunity that you're not seeing because you're busy crying over spilt milk, which I'm not trying to downplay a situation if you've just been in a relationship that's just ended. It's crying over spilt milk because there is something coming in. There is a new beginning, a new love, a new joy coming in your life, and it takes for you to release yourself from the torment and the tormented at night. There is something is coming in, and I don't know whether I need to have a look. What is coming in? Is it love? Now, I've just picked these cards up and I've left one behind, and I'm not sure whether this one should be taken. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. So what is coming in is a person. It's not gender specific. So if you're a female, it will be a male. If you're heterosexual, it doesn't really matter. Your other half, another half will be coming in, and it's a love relationship, and it's a love match, and air and earth work very well together. And the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing and abundant and loving and caring. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a hard worker, little bit of a perfectionist, but underneath all that is very abundant, has an abundant attitude, has an optimistic attitude, is calming and nurturing and caring. So there is opportunity for a new start, new love with someone who is who will be compatible. This person is not going to come until you can view this ending as the start of something new. And we all know that at the end of relationships, we find it quite difficult to see the optimism in loss. But there is an optimism here. If you are in two minds or waiting for surgery, it will be all right. It will be all right. Don't keep looking back on the times when you were fit and healthy and before you needed the surgery. It will be all right. Take that leap. Trust, it will be okay. It will be okay. You will be cared for very well. You will recover quickly. So let's have a wisdom of the oracle. What are we on? 16 minutes. I thought it was going to be a good 15 and that'd be it. But there we go again. Louise talking a glass eye to sleep again. So, what advice can we have regarding this leap of faith, brand new start, possibly new relationship, possibly consolidating your feelings over an ending of something? Right, we've got two. That one. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. This looks like decision time, or you're at a crossroads, not really sure which way you are going to be heading yet. You haven't quite made your mind up. Number 13, 1 and 3 makes 4. 4s are about solid foundations. So let's have a look in the book for number 13. I will read the relationship message as well for any of you who are facing the end of a relationship and finding yourself alone a lot with your thoughts. Fork in the road. I hope you can see this because this light is a bit shiny. Every choice has a consequence. You arrived at a fork in the road and you are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less travelled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is a choice, and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid the junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. And the relationship message. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose, to open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to mutual passion or to walk away? This is the time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. You've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for a bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on the direction, for the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you towards your well-being. So, you have a choice, and only you can make that one. I think many of us are finding ourselves at a fork in the road. And I have to admit, over the last however long few days, I have wondered whether I ought to go back on Instagram and Facebook. I have thought, oh God, what have I done? And the temptation has been there. And the mind was made up, and the mind still is made up. It's that feeling of, have I done the right thing? But I know that moving forward and doing something different and accepting the change is the fork in the road. And now what? I've accepted the change. I've left something behind me, and now what? And I'm waiting for the choices. And they are there. The choices are there. Right now, I am not seeing them, but I know they're there, and I know they're coming, and I know that I'm safe. And so are you. Sometimes we just have to go for it and be prepared for any eventuality. There is love here. There is new love here. People do tend to stick together for far longer than they ought sometimes because of the memories of the past. You hear lots of people say, yeah, it used to be really good. And it can be again, and we'll make it work. And people do make it work, and some people just want what they had before back, and it's gone, and there's no retrieving it. So if you're in that position, you have to be honest with yourself. Is this relationship retrievable? Will you get back what you're reminiscing about? And if your answer is no, it's move on. Okay, so we've got one here. Let's see what that has to say. So, dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream would die, only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions. And the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. So if you are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you're choosing between the familiar, you're deciding whether you're going to stick to the familiar or move to something new. The new is the right choice. I hope this reading was helpful. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Keep your spirits up. Stay in the present. I said it yesterday. Being in the present is really important right now. This being kept up at night, strategizing and planning and plotting is only going to lead to that. Your own heartbreak. Take care. Be kind. See you soon.